Alrighty, welcome to Bearing Up at Night, live again here on Thursday night, here in my backyard. I've done a few back here, but not many. Let's see, I've got stuff all over my hands because I'm outside. Wow, what a fun evening! Here I am. It is hot out. I got tired of doing it there I just come to this one out here. This is the last video out of the man cave. So I'm back in the man cave. Saturday, going to be awesome. Going back in there. Maybe not a big deal to you, huge deal to me. So here it's kind of crazy. Today's been a crazy day. Very busy at work, but I had to work early because my dog was sick. So she's fine. Does not have COVID-19. Tested negative for that, or COVID-20. Anyway, bearing up at night. What are we going to talk about? Originally, I was going to do a, why Patreon, how to sign up for Patreon video, but I'm going to save that for another time because I was not prepared, quite frankly. Also, I have more to talk about. So, yeah, here we are. Jonah. Jonah's a short book. I knew it was short, but I did not understand really how short in comparison to the rest of the Bible it was until like 2 days ago. Actually, maybe yesterday. Either yesterday or the day before when I read it in my daily Bible reading. Hit Jonah. And, it kind of was, my dog is being a nut. It's just kind of weird. Because you read for the daily Bible reading, we read all 4 chapters. And the way I'm doing it, I'm reading pieces that I'm doing wisdom literature, New Testament, Old Testament. So the portion for the Old Testament that day, which is sometimes just one chapter of Genesis, when I was reading that, was all 4 chapters of Jonah. So it's a quick book, but there's a huge message, a huge story there, and we're going to talk about it. It's going to relate to what we talked about on Tuesday with something different, and we're going to key off on this a little bit. Because, why not? On Saturday, in perspective. And, what it is Jonah, quite frankly, having an attitude that a lot of us have today. It's an elitist attitude that he's better than the Ninevites. Jonah has this attitude of, only the people I deem worthy of salvation, not God. When I was a little kid, I had this picture Bible that depicted Jonah. And the last page of Jonah's story, he's sitting there with a tree and a bird, and it talks about how Jonah accepted what God said. The Bible does not say that. As far as we know, we don't, quite frankly, know where Jonah ended. We don't know if he was still stubborn and said, no, God, I'm not going to feel that way. You can't make it. Or he came around to God's thinking. We'd like to think that it came around to God's way of thinking, but I'm not convinced he did. Because the Bible likes to share the good stories. The Bible likes to share the wins. And it would make sense for whoever the author of the book of Jonah is to omit a bad ending. So anyway, there's that. But that's kind of my point. We have the Bible, especially some of these stories like Jonah, for a really important reason. And that is to, my daughter's right there. You're okay. I'll be in a minute. You can come out here. We have these stories. You can come out here if you want. We have these stories so that we can shut the door so don't get out. We have these stories in the Bible so that we know how we ought to be acting, so that we know this is how I'm acting. And the Bible uses itself as this mirror, this reflecting pool that comes back to us and says, look, you are acting this way just like Jonah. And I think Jonah is perfect for this climate, this political, emotional, and mental climate that we're in. Jonah had this cancel attitude. Jonah had this I'm better than everybody attitude. And quite frankly, everyone's got that. There's not a person who doesn't. This base attitude of I'm better, what I believe is smarter. And I'm saying this as I'm watching on Facebook, and I see some men that I would never think talk the way that they're talking on Facebook. Some people that I really look up to say some really mean things. That's 31 or 13 if you go that way. 11 is just this. There you go. Watch this, ready? I moved my finger over to there.
Whoa. Watch this.
Nice. Jonah is this perfect example of a reflection, a mirror reflection of who we are.
How about this?
Hold on, Daddy's talking. We'll do more in a second. And I think we miss that. I think that my dog. I think that there's a lot of distractions out here right now. I'm ready to go back in the man cave. I think that we forget to use the Bible as a mirror. We don't put it up. No, man. We don't put up. Do you need to go inside? Okay. We don't read the Bible in a way that says, ooh, I see myself there. Or we don't read the Bible and say, oh, I said something just like that. We read the Bible and we read the story of Jonah. We're like, man, Jonah was a bad guy. I'm glad I'm not like that. That's how bad it's gotten. It's gotten so bad in America.
Why my feet dirty?
Because it's dirty out here. You need to stop talking or go back inside, okay? I'll talk. When I talk to you, you can talk. It's gotten so bad in America that we don't see our failures anymore. We don't see the log in our eye because we're trying to find the specks in everybody else's eye.
Daddy, what?
And quite frankly, everybody's got a log in their own eye. What did I say? Be patient. We're going to do more magic in a second. And so the story of Jonah just really jumped off the page to me this week. It jumped off as, wow, this is how people are acting. This narcissistic, elitist attitude is prevalent throughout every single sect, every single belief, every single political Christian sect. Everybody's got it about what they feel like. And I'm just tired of it. So I'm on here talking about it. Maybe I need to be talking about it on a place where people can see more. Instead of like on Patreon. But are you really picking your nose right now? But that's where we're at. So, all right, more magic. Ready? Here we go. Stop. You can only do that inside. Ready? Watch, ready? Oh, they multiplied. Oh, I did it wrong. All right, say goodbye, everybody. Say thanks for watching Bearing Up at Night. Say thanks for watching Bearing Up at Night.